Many of us work double time to become financially successful, but sometimes we fail to notice that we have habits that prevent us from reaching our dreams. In this video, we will learn these distinct habits between the rich and the poor. Of course, they are not always true, but this video might give you the much-needed nudge to make positive changes. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the notification button to stay updated. First off, let's talk about TV habits. If you're glued to reality shows and have the scoop on celebrity gossip, chances are you're spending too much time in front of the screen, and maybe your wallet is feeling the pinch. Watching your favorite sitcom is a good way to unwind, but constantly escaping into TV might prevent you from facing and fixing your real-life issues. Celeb drama won't pay the bills or help you climb the success ladder. It's cool to stay informed, but relying solely on biased TV stations isn't the best way. Use the internet to get a quick overview of what's happening worldwide. It's better to gather info independently and move on to more important stuff in your life. Second is the love of eating fast food. Health is a big deal, and unfortunately, many folks struggling financially often opt for the convenience of fast food. The thing is, they might not be too concerned about what's actually in their meals, what a healthy plate looks like, or the basics of nutrition. Loading sugar and unhealthy fats with zero nutritional value is like a one-way ticket to body and mind turmoil. It messes with your health, and when you're not at your physical best, every aspect of your life takes a hit, mentally, professionally, and even romantically. Being in top shape is key to giving it your all in every area of your life. Third is buying stuff on sale. The only things you should be scoring on sale are stocks, not clothes or random products. While those struggling financially might be hunting for deals to make their money stretch, the wealthy are more focused on growing their income. Think about it. The items on sale are often the ones that people who could pay full price didn't want. When you snag discounted clothes, you might unintentionally signal that you can't afford the original price. Instead of bargain hunting for things you don't really need, consider investing your time and money in ways that boost your financial standing. Fourth is waking up early. Statistically, poor folks tend to hit the snooze button more often than the wealthy, especially in their younger years. The idea is that those who hustle and invest in themselves early on are less likely to stay stuck in the financial rut later in life. If you're not bothering to educate yourself and just killing time on pointless activities, you might wake up one day feeling way behind the curve. Here's an interesting tidbit. Almost all the big shots like Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and Warren Buffett are early birds. Fifth, unless you're a pro athlete or the team's big shot owner, there's no compelling reason for you to be glued to sports. Think about it. When you're all in on a game, you're putting yourself in a position where your actions have zero impact on the outcome. You become a spectator in the grand game of life instead of being a player or even an owner. This spectator mentality can stick with you, making you more of a critic than someone out there making things happen. So, maybe consider taking that sports watching time and channeling it into activities that let you actively play the game of life. Let's move on to the sixth habit, which is surprising for many, and this is poor people shower less than the rich. Many jobs today require good personal hygiene because human contact is a big part of successful interactions. If you're not keeping up with cleanliness, it can affect how people perceive you. Less trust, less time spent in your presence, you get the drift. It might sound a bit silly, but the first step towards success could very well be a good, refreshing morning shower. It's not just about cleanliness, it's about presenting your best self to the world and setting the stage for positive interactions. Up next is the blame game. Ever notice how some people always have an excuse or blame others for their lack of success? Yes, things are beyond our control, but 99% of your life is on you. You're the boss of your own life. If you want things to change, you've got to take action. Life isn't just what happens to us, it's about how we react. When tough stuff goes down, those struggling financially often play the victim, while the wealthy see it as a learning opportunity. Instead of assuming the position of a vulnerable victim, successful folks dig into what happened, why it happened, and how they can avoid it in the future. Let's move on to the eighth habit, saving for rainy days. Having some money saved up isn't just about having a safety net, it's a game changer. Imagine something unexpected pops up. If you've got savings, problem solved, and you can return to your life. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck and a sudden expense hits, it's a bit of a crisis. You might have to sell off assets like your car or house, or worse, take out a loan. The rich, they weather the storm without a massive lifestyle hit because they've got their savings intact. Those with savings can seize it and level up their lives, while the financially strapped folks can't make the most of the chance. That's why you often see the rich growing richer. They're prepared for both the storms and the sunny days, while the poor might find themselves in a tough spot when unexpected challenges come around. The ninth habit focuses on credits and loans. One of the big dividers between the rich and the struggling is how they handle credit. Here's a simple rule. If you're taking out a loan for something that won't make you more money than the loan itself, just don't do it. It's as straightforward as that. Credit should be an investment, not a way to rack up debt for things that won't bring in more cash. The bottom line is to earn the money first, then spend it. Let's talk about number 10, family planning. Having kids is a blast, but they can be seriously expensive. It's not just about the fun part, it's the whole raising them part that can dent your wallet. Because of a lack of education, environmental factors, and other stuff, poor folks tend to have more kids and have them earlier in life compared to their wealthier counterparts. The rich, well, they usually hold off until their living standards improve, ensuring the best conditions for their kids to thrive. The struggle begins for those on a tighter budget once the baby arrives. Trying to get by and move beyond just surviving becomes a real challenge. So, while kids are awesome, it's worth considering when the time is right to welcome them into the world, especially if you want to provide them with the best possible start in life. Number 11 is all about regular health checkups. Poor people often neglect regular checkups. If you're getting regular checkups, you'll catch any illnesses in the early stages, making treatment more feasible and affordable. However, if you skip those checkups, you might only discover it when it's too late. Not only will it cost you a fortune, but it could also jeopardize the well-being of your entire family. Regardless of how much money you have, neglecting your health can lead to irreversible consequences, and no one wants that. So, take care of yourself, get those regular checkups, and stay on top of your well-being. The next one is spending before earning. One of the most significant risks in life is shelling out cash before you have it. The moment you start borrowing or racking up expenses without the means to cover them, it's like stepping onto a slippery slope. Here's a golden rule. If you don't have the money for something you're okay with letting go without affecting your life, you simply can't afford it. The solution? Head back to work, earn the money, and then make the purchase. It's all about keeping your financial balance in check and avoiding the downward spiral of spending money you don't have. At number 13 is your social circle. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. If you're surrounded by 4 folks who are struggling financially, guess who's likely the 5th one? You need a tribe that inspires you, pushes you, and is doing remarkable things. Surround yourself with success stories that motivate you to go beyond your current reality. If you find yourself still hanging out with people who are always struggling, it might be worth a double check. Don't be afraid to step away from a crowd that's not helping you grow. Choose your tribe wisely. It can make a massive difference in your journey to success. The next one is not following through on ideas and potential. You can't control who your parents are, where you're born, or how society treats you. But you can control the hours you put into chasing your dreams. Everyone gets the same 24 hours daily, yet some people accomplish way more than others. If you commit to learning and implementing what you're passionate about, success becomes a matter of time. If you have an idea, work on it. Put it out there, get feedback, improve, and launch again. Rinse and repeat. The last one is the belief that others should help you reach the top. The world doesn't owe you anything, and nobody else does either. Believe it or not, you're on this journey by yourself, and you're the one in charge of what happens in your life. Sure, when we're young, we all dream of success. The world rewards the best, those who never quit. Keep learning, adapt, and understand that nobody is going to solve their problems for them. Face your challenges head on, and along the way, you might meet others who share a similar mindset and can join you on parts of the journey. Otherwise, you might just end up in the majority meant to fail. That ends this video, and hopefully, you know what habits will help you succeed financially. What do you believe poor people do that the rich don't? What would you add to this list? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the notification button to stay updated on new videos.